No, I try not to ever do anything too stupid, but I mean, I try to be myself, but at the end of the day, just try to take care of people and connect people and
and that's the big thing, right? It's the connection.
Yeah.
Like this, to me, the podcast really is a connector because you may sit across. A lot of the people that I interview, I know. You know what I mean? And then there's some I don't know at all.
Right.
So I've had some really interesting interviews. A gentleman that had 7 combat tours. You know what I mean? And he's a surgeon. And he created this crazy device that is a life-saving device that will basically hold the body up open so that you could do a surgery on the combat field.
On the battlefield? Wow.
On the battlefield. And he created this device. He's the seller of the device.
Wow.
He's the trainer with the device. Like, it was an amazing interview. Cisterno. And Dr. Cisterno. And anyway, so those kind of conversations are so cool. I have another gentleman that's a plastic surgeon in my magazine. He does microsurgery, where he does surgery for women that have had to have surgery from cancer. He goes in there and he does the microsurgery, like putting together blood vessels.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like, so it's so cool talking to people smarter than you. I love that.
Oh,
you know
for sure.
Like,
for sure.
I was like, I need to be around you more just so I can feel smarter. You know what I mean about myself.
It kind of gets overwhelming too sometimes.
But I love it. I love it.
Do you target mostly just different
business owners, people? I've had authors. I had a young lady that she's a book author. It was that super cool conversation about addiction and what addiction did to her life and how she was able to overcome it.
Wow.
Powerful conversation.
Those are the cool stories.
Yeah, I had a young lady that was she lost, I think it was like 100 pounds, became a fitness trainer and started this whole community in her neighborhood about losing weight. I found her during COVID. They wrote an article about it. She was in the top articles on Apple.
Wow.
And I found her and I was like, San Antonio, Helen. I literally messaged her and I said, I want you to be on my podcast. And we ended up becoming friends from that.
Man.
So I'll look for different inspiring stories.
That's so funny because I think doing this now has actually opened my ears and eyes more to chat with people.
Yes.
And even clients that I have that are business owners. But these are just things that I start picking up on where I start asking questions like, hey, how did you get started with this? And I've shared a couple already, but like one of the ones that I met was a guy that owns the pickleball giant store.
Okay. Yeah.
And his name is Robert Wood. And
okay.
He's going to come on maybe in another few weeks or a month.
Cool.
So he's kind of a busy little season right now. But he's got a really cool story about how he started that, but also how he got into, he was in the sporting goods world and he got Academy into the sporting goods world. So he's got a really cool story. But the funny thing is, my point is like when I went to visit him, I went to go visit him to measure for some carpeting, right? And I'm standing in this big little like retail store that he's working on. And I had my tape measure, I had my clipboard, and I asked him, hey, how'd you get into this? And it turned into like a 20, 25-minute conversation where he would just start sharing. And a lot of people want to share the story. They want to share kind of how they got started in business. And it's just a matter of asking. But what doing this has taught me anyway, is just to start asking people things like that. Because you think you don't know as many people as you actually do, but you do know a lot of people.
You know a lot of people.
Yeah, man. And so it's been cool. It's been a blessing. Yeah. And I know you got it going, Tomas, man. I really appreciate you coming on and sharing some of your wisdom. And
thank you for the opportunity.
Just super sharp guy and dressed for success like always. I feel like I need to start getting a suit.
Well, here's the full disclosure. The wife is like, if you're going anywhere in front of people, I have to be in a suit now.
Really?
She's like, you got to be in a suit now.
Nice.
And I was just like, I don't want to wear a suit. Because when I first started Luxury Magazine, I was in a suit every single day when I first started, right? Yeah. And that was great. And then I went to this, I'm a athletic golfer, owner, My wife was like, nope, you got to wear a suit. But you know what? What I've recognized is when I do wear a suit, it has definitely changed even the conversations I have, right? Like it up levels every conversation. If I go somewhere, people are like, okay, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like because San Antonio, they don't super dress up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
not everybody, dresses up a ton. But she's right. I need to wear my suit more. So I'm going to Miami tomorrow, and I'm buying more suits.
Are you
I need
really?
to get some more suits.
Nice.
Yeah, because they sell these athletic ones that are super light.
Okay.
Like this is a Brooks Brothers. It's very heavy. It's hot.
Yeah.
But they have some ones over
more
there that are
breathable.
leisure, and they're like a sport type suit. To where you could like fold it up, throw it in a suitcase, and it
Nice.
pops out. So that's what I want to get a couple of those.